first time starting in between the hedges. How forward are you looking at this game?
I've been looking for this one for a while. It's going to be exciting for us Georgia boys. We all know the importance of this game, so it's going to be an exciting game for us.
What was it like, being there 2 years ago, that wild 45-42 game, being a part of it, and how much did you wish that you were on the field right then?
It was a fun shootout. It was fun watching them play. I was supporting our team on the sideline back then, and it was good to get a win between the edges, and we hope to do the same thing this year.
When you're playing at Flowery Branch, do you dream of playing for Georgia?
For Georgia?
Yeah.
Absolutely not.
No.
Playing against them, maybe, in Athens. So it's going to be an exciting game.
Yeah.
Connor, did you grow up pulling for Georgia?
I didn't. I was actually a big Florida fan when Coach Burr was there. So.
Do you remember the game where they went in and hung the half 100 on the Bulldogs?
Oh yeah. We've mentioned that, but yeah, I remember that.
Who mentioned it? Was that the coach?
Yeah, it was Coach.
Connor, can you talk about being part of turning the tide in this series from when you came here to when you were about to leave? The complexion is completely different.
Say that again.
The complexion of the series when you came here,
yeah.
South Carolina hadn't won many in a while. Now you're on the weekend.
Yeah, I haven't lost to Georgia. It'd be something special for our seniors to go out 4-0 against them. So, we'll just take it play by play and see how the game comes.
How much different does this rivalry feel now than it did 4 years ago?
I mean, it's a great rivalry. It's really intense. We got a lot of guys from Georgia. They got some guys from South Carolina. So it's going to be a fun game for us.
Do you think Georgia takes South Carolina as seriously as South Carolina takes Georgia?
They better. I mean, we've beat them the past 3 years, so they're going to be ready coming off a loss and getting beat by us the past 3 years. They're going to be ready for this one.
When you look at your record, 17-3, those 3 losses to top 10 teams on the road, does part of you want to go out and beat a team like that on the road to check that off the list?
Yeah, I mean, I got to play better on the road. I know that. My stats compared, my home games versus the away games is significant. There's a difference there, and I got to play better on the road.
This whole team played better, significantly better at home than on the road last year, right? Is that fair?
For the most part, yeah, you could say that, and it's hard to argue with that. But I think we're prepared for this one to go in Athens.
Did y'all try to diagnose any reasons for that in the off season? Do you look at that kind of thing, or do you?
I mean, yeah, I looked at it. I think. It's easy to play home and have your crowd behind you, and it's hard to go on the road, especially the places that we played last year. And we've got to go with a different mentality, a confidence level on the road this year.
You probably mentioned it, but playing in Athens, your only start in Athens. Anything extra for that? Does it matter? Any different than playing in Florida?
I'm not going to make the game bigger than it is. It's going to be exciting for us, but we're not going to make it any bigger than it's a game on the road, and that's how we're going to take it.
What about the Georgia defense? They've got a lot of changes since the game there last year.
They lost a lot of guys, but they're still strong on defense. They're going to fly around. They're going to have their backs against the ropes after a loss last week, so they're going to be prepared for this game.
Based on the film you saw from the Clemson game, have they changed their scheme at all under Coach Grant? Or they pretty much run the same type of stuff they ran last year?
A little bit. They're a little bit more simpler, just probably from the youth they have this year, but I'm sure they're going to dial some stuff up this game.
Anything else for Connor? Thank you, Connor.
Yep, appreciate it.